No graphics, no pictures, no fun. This is why I hate the New York Jets. That game was such an embarrassment to everyone who puts on a New York Jets uniform, a New York Jets shirt, a jacket, a hat, or anything. Could you have come out less prepared to play a Monday night football game in front of the entire country than the New York Jets came into tonight's game? They were down 14-0 halfway through the first quarter. And credit to our defense, who actually played their hearts out till the end of the game. Watching them in the final 5 minutes of this game I felt so sorry for them. Seriously, they deserve so much better than what has been put out on the field, and I'm not even going to put it all on Zach Wilson. Because you know what? How many times did he throw the ball, whether it was to Dalvin Cook, Allen Lazard, Garrett Wilson, hit them in the hands, and they just dropped the damn ball? I am so sick and tired of watching this team. I don't care that last week they beat the New York Giants, and it still felt like a goddamn loss. And now they're playing the Chargers, and a loss feels like a loss. It feels like I got kicked in the balls after this game. And I feel horrible for the people who went with, I wanted to go with Greenbean and Ryan and Matt to this game. And they went out there and had to watch this. I never want to see Allen Lazard out on that field again. He is an embarrassment. He dropped three, I don't even, couldn't even have been 4 right in his goddamn hands. And we would have gained 10 yards. 7 yards, 16 yards, whatever they were. They were long passes. Zach hit him right in the hands, and he dropped them. When he wasn't dropping passes, we were completing passes to like Uzomah or Garrett Wilson or someone else, and he was committing penalties so that they were just completely negated. Breece Hall, I think, had a great run for over 10 yards. And Lazard with the fucking penalty. I'm sorry. But I'm not going to bleep that out. That's like real emotion. How many times do we have to watch this? Robert Saleh on the friggin' sideline, shaking his head. Show some fucking, get in these players' faces. Get in these players' faces. Don't sit there and shake your head and look all pathetic. Robert Saleh looked pathetic tonight. He looked defeated before the half. He looked completely defeated. Dalvin Cook, you're pathetic. Get off the field. At one point, Breece Hall was running well, and it came down to like a 3rd and 4, a 3rd and 3, and I see Breece Hall trot to the sideline so that Dalvin Cook could screw up. Every time Dalvin Cook is on the field, you know we're going for 2 yards. How many times did Zach Wilson get sacked tonight? That's not on him. Yeah, sure, maybe he should, throw the ball down, throw it out of bounds. But sometimes he didn't have a chance. That offensive line was disgusting. This is why I hate the New York Jets. 40 years of buying their merchandise, of going to their games, of supporting the team. Buying hats. Tonight I was at work and had no way to watch the first 3 quarters of this game. And I paid $6.99 to NFL Plus because I, once again, was brought into the delusion that the Jets were going to go 5-3, and I was seeing them go 6-3 to play Miami, both at 6-3. But that's not going to happen. The Jets were in second place for less than 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. Maybe it was exactly 24 hours. The Jets got snuck into second place on a technicality because they didn't play as many games as the Buffalo Bills. I will come back later in the week when I'm calmed down, but this has to stop. People need to be benched. People need to be fired. Why wasn't Trevor Siemian upgraded to the backup quarterback? What's this whole coddling of Zach Wilson? If he's not playing good, take him out of the damn game and put in Trevor Siemian and then give Zach a chance again the next week and say, if you screw up again, then we're going to put Trevor back in the game. Put Tim Boyle in. I don't give a shit. But once again, this isn't all on Zach. Now, there are Zach truthers out there. Zach didn't play good. He played okay, but it's not just on him. Zach deserves as much blame as the offensive line, who deserves as much blame as these pathetic receivers who were dropping balls thrown right into their hands. I am so sick of this. I am so sick of this. I did not expect the Jets to be. This is what I talk about every week when I talk about why I hate the Jets, because they constantly give you hope and then do stuff like this. Not that the Giants game gave me any hope. The Giants game has felt as much of like a loss as this did, but it gave you that just amount of hope to think, you know what? They played so pathetic that the coaches have to get them riled up for Monday Night Football in front of the entire nation to play a good game against the Chargers, and they looked like effing trash. And that poor defense who puts it all out on the field week in, week out, credit to the defense. They are the only part of this team, the special teams, of course. Not well. They gave this week. They gave up the punt return for the touchdown in the first 3 minutes of the friggin' game. Greg Zuerlein, Thomas Morstead, and the defense. That's it. Penalties were embarrassing. The offense, Zach, the O-line, the drops, embarrassing. I am just sick and tired of this. I'm sick of it. I'll be back later in the week with another why I hate the Jets. Maybe I can find something else to talk about, but this put me over the edge. I had to talk about it. I got home. I was just done. I am Midnight Mike, and I kind of can wait to see you next time because I'm that pissed off and that angry.